Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie Snake Lady, and today it is the turn of my boy snakes, my male snakes, to be weighed and health checked and just to sort of see how they're doing after the summer / breeding months and whatnot. So I just want to keep an eye on their weight and see what's going on. So today I'm going to start with my hoggy boys because their breeding season's actually between I think June and August. They had a little bit of a hunger strike and then they started eating again, and then yeah, so they've kind of very recently stopped eating. So I just want to keep an eye on their weight and see where they're at. So yeah, I'll get them out first and then I'll get Asclepion and Caduceus out and you know, my corn snakes, and just see where they are. So yeah, without any further ado, I shall just get straight on with it, and thanks very much for watching. Right, so I have little Aristaeus here with me, and he does feel like he's put on a bit of weight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to weighing him, but first I will check his eyes. There you can see, but his eyes look really clear. Sorry, it doesn't really focus when I kind of hold things up to it, but yeah, so his eyes do look really clear. That's his tummy scales, just check that nothing's going on there. And there is his little vent, so that looks clear as well, and his tail tip looks fine. I don't know if you can see that, his tail tip looks all right. So he's got all his shed skin off and whatnot, but he's not shed his skin for a little while. So yeah, so he's all right. He's not making any like popping or wheezing sounds. He hasn't got any lumps or bumps on his body. So like before in past videos, I just sort of feel down the body, but yeah, he's not got anything like that on him. So and he's very lively, tongue flicking, exploring everywhere still. So yeah, he's a cute little boy, and he is quite chilled compared to some of my other snakes. So anyway, let's just get on and weigh him and see where he's at. So Aristaeus was at 115 grams before, and he's now at 116, so that's a 1 gram gain. So I thought he felt heavier and chunkier, but as I say, he's so active, he's probably like burning off the calories, the fat, whatever. He's probably burning it off by sort of moving around his tank so much and climbing around. As I say, he's very active, so that's not bad. 116 grams for an adult male hognose snake is great. So yeah, he's doing really well. He's only just gone off his food, so he'd been eating all the way up until about 2 weeks ago, and yeah, so what's today? We're like early November. No, what? Alexa, what's the date today?
Good afternoon, Ellie. Today is Saturday, the 4th of November.
4th of November, how can I
Don't
forget
that I can translate. Ask me how to say interesting in Spanish. Okay.
I don't know how I could forget it was the 4th of November. But anyway, so Aristaeus actually stopped eating sometime in October. Was it middle of October? He stopped eating. So, and you know, he's doing all right. He's doing fine. He's a good weight and he's healthy and alert and things. So I'm thinking it's just the cold months. Winter will be coming up soon. I know we're in autumn at the moment, but winter will be coming up soon, and the hoggies, especially the boys, tend to not eat during that time. So that's normal. And yeah, so I can't really say much more about Aristaeus. He's just doing really well, and he's cute as ever. So yeah, right, I'll get Zephyrus out next. Okay, so now I have Zephyrus with me, and he seems to be doing okay. He feels a bit lighter compared to Aristaeus, but he's in a bit of a hissy mood because I woke him up. So I'm going to do this quickly because I know he hates me checking him over, but his eyes do look clear. there's that side and that side. So he seems to be doing all right there. Can't hear any popping or wheezing. He's tongue flicking and alert, which is good. There's his tummy scales. So they're looking all right. No mites or anything on there. Obviously that's what I'm looking for. There is his vent, that orange patch, a bit like Australia's got. And that's his tail tip. If he'll let me show you. Probably won't. He absolutely hates me right now. Okay, come on little boy. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, so that's his tail tip. That looks clear. And yeah, so he's very active. He likes sleeping at the top of his tank as well, in amongst this little climbing frame, and there's like a little bush type thing in there. And you know, he was actually laid like one of those green tree pythons, I think they're called. So that was quite funny. But yeah, so anyway, he's fine. He hasn't got any lumps or bumps, you know, feeling down his body. There's nothing there. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do with him is I'm just going to get him weighed and see where he's at with that. So I've got little Zephyrus back here and he's enjoying the warmth of my hand. So he was at 96 grams a few months ago and now he's at 85 grams. So he has lost 11 grams. So it is a bit, but you know, I'm going to try and get him eating again if I can. But as I say, I know it's that time of year where they stop eating because we're getting into the colder months, as I said before with Aristaeus. We're in autumn heading into winter, so it does worry me a bit that he's lost some weight because I'm thinking we've still got all the winter to go through. He last ate in August, which was hopper mice, and then he went on pinkies for a month through into the middle of September. And since the middle of September he's not eaten anything, so it's nearly, I think it's about 7 weeks since he's actually eaten anything properly. You know, even a pinky, he won't have it. I've tried everything. I've tried cutting the back of the pinky's head, you know, done all that. What they call it, braining. But I've done that. I've even put him in a little container where he won't get distracted, and I've put a bit of like kitchen roll on the top so he can't see out, so he doesn't get distracted, but he's just not interested at the moment. So but yeah, he's been so still. I can't believe it. It's shocking. And my hair's shocking as well. But anyway, so other than that, he seems to be doing really well. He's, as I say, alert, roaming round, and you know, he's often at the front of the glass in the morning and stuff. So yeah, other than his weight loss, he's doing all right. So he's still within, you know, that good range for an adult male hognose snake. He's in that sort of that range, which is anything from 70 grams all the way up to 120. So that's like the range to have an adult male hognose snake in. But yeah, anyway, my arm's starting to hurt, so I'm going to put him back and I will get out Asclepion and then I'll get out Caduceus. So yeah, there we go. If you can hear weird noises, it's just my dad putting in a new fan in the bathroom, so that's what some of the weird noises are. But anyway, so yet again, I have crazy fidgety Asclepion here, so I'm going to try and check him as quickly as I can. There we go. So I'm obviously checking his eyes for any mites or anything. I can't see anything, and he's just shed his skin as well, so no popping or wheezing sounds. Let's just check your tummy. That's his lovely checkerboard tummy. Now then, okay, and try and show you like his vent and stuff. I think it's clear, but yeah, that's sort of there, so that seems clear. And last but not least, the little tail tip. Look at him trying to get away. As you can see there, I'll put it against my face so you can see the contrast, but there's no stuck. There's no, sorry about it, it's crazy. So as you can see, there's no stuck skin on his tail tip or anything. His shed was absolutely complete when he did it. He only shed, I think, last week, so he's all fresh and new and lovely. But there's no lumps and bumps on him that I can feel. Can't see anything. So you just check along the body, look at the top. There's no lumps or bumps, there's nothing like that. So yeah, he's doing pretty good at the moment. As I say, he's active as ever. He loves exploring, and yeah, so he'll go still for a bit, like now, and then he'll go crazy again. It's like he has a little rest from the madness. So anyway, so without any further ado, I'm just going to get on and weigh him and just see where he's at after breeding season. Okay, so this crazy boy was at 480 grams before, and now he's at 490 grams. So that is a gain of 10 grams, which is great. So I've just been feeding him medium mice as well. And yeah, it really suits him being on that. So like I said with the girls, once I get their weight up a bit more, I'll put them back onto medium mice, but they are enjoying their large mice at the moment. So yeah, so he's doing really well on medium mice. There's a little weight gain there over the past few months, and yeah, so he's, as I say, alert and active and loves exploring and everything. So yeah, he's doing good. So I shall now get on to Caduceus, who is last but not least, and we'll just sort of see how he's doing and where his weight is at. So now I have Mr. Caduceus with me, who's crazy as a Christmas tree as well. So I'm going to yet again check his eyes. As you can see there, that's one. That's the other. There's not anything going on. I'm just checking his eyes. I have to hold him still because he wriggles. But yeah, I can't see any mites or any cataracts, oops, or anything like that. It's gonna... No popping or wheezing, nothing like that. That's his tummy, which looks pretty good to me. There we go. Yeah, his tummy looks fine. It's all clear, because remember he had a tiny bit of scale right a while ago, but that's all gone and sorted now. So I will show you his vent. That's clear, and his tail tip is also clear. So there's nothing, no stuck shed or anything like that going on. So he will be due to shed his skin soon. As I say, Asclepion's done it again. I'm just waiting for him, Apollonia and Athene to shed theirs. Little yeah, Artemis shed hers a little while ago. Sorry, I've got hair in my eye. Artemis shed hers a little while ago, so I'm just kind of waiting for them all to do the same. The Hoggies haven't shed for ages. I feel like Australia hasn't shed for ages. So anyway, but yeah, he seems to be doing all right. This one, he's tongue flicking, active as ever. And yeah, I don't think there's any like lumps or, sorry, I don't think there's any lumps or bumps on him or anything like that. I can't like see anything untoward at all. So yeah, so anyway, let's get this crazy boy weighed and see where he's at. Caduceus was at 509 grams a few months ago, and now he's at 547. It's a 38 gram weight gain. My maths is terrible, so I'll just put it all up on the screen once I've worked it out. But yeah, so he's definitely gained some weight. He can, as I say, he's on medium mice, so he can carry on with being on medium mice because that weight is totally fine anyway for a male corn snake. for an adult male corn snake. So and the same with the females. The females and males don't massively range in weight difference, unlike hoggies where the females are massive and the males are like half the size. So yeah, so with corn snakes it's a bit different. They're just, as I say, with males and females, it just depends on the individual. Sometimes you'll get males that are bigger than females, sometimes it'll be the other way round, sometimes they're very similar, like with my corns. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to stop babbling on. But yeah, he seems to be doing all right, and he's, I'd say, very active and alert as ever. So yeah, so that's him done and dusted for now. That's all my snakes done and dusted. So I'll just put him back and I'll be back in a minute. That's everyone weighed and checked over and done and dusted. They all seem to be doing fine, touch wood. My males are fine. I think my corn snake males are absolutely fine. Their weights are good and they seem just the same, alert and explorative. I don't even know if that's a word, but anyway, they do love to explore and roam about and stuff, and you know, they're very with it. And so are my hoggies. As I say, I'm a bit worried when Zephyrus stops eating, but I'm going to do all I can to get him eating at least something. The fact that he was refusing hoppers when we kind of got into the September months, I thought, well, I'll just see what it's like with some pinkies, and he was eating the pinkies, and I thought, well, at least he's eating something. So that is really good. So yeah, I'm pleased that he has eaten up until that point. I will just keep offering every week or every other week just the pinkies to start with, because he hasn't eaten for such a long time. That's why I'm offering the smaller meals, because sometimes if a snake's not eaten for a long time and then you bombard them with a big meal, they're a bit like, you know, either they'll get put off by it, or you know, you can risk a regurg. You know, even if they're hungry and stuff, they'll eat this bigger prey and then they'll be like, oh, it's too much for me, and then bring it back up again. So anyway, I don't want any of that. I'd rather just feed them a smaller meal. So yeah, so Zephyrus is doing okay. Aristaeus is doing great. Asclepion is doing absolutely fine. I think I'd like him to weigh a little bit more than what he does. So I will just be continuing to feed him up. As I say, breeding season's out of the way. So even though he is active, he's not as active as he was during those months. So I mean, with corn snakes, their breeding season is between, I think it's March and June, March to June, something like that, or maybe even July. So theirs is a bit of a slightly longer time frame compared to the hoggies, but yeah, no, he's doing fine. He's absolutely good, and Cadassus is doing great. His weight is really good, and yet again, he's crazy and active and loves to explore, etc, etc. So yeah, they all seem to be doing fine. I'm not going to blather on too long, but yeah, they're all good, touch wood. So with that, I was just going to say quickly about Apollonia's cataract. As I say, over the past few months, I definitely think it has got worse, but she has got one good eye, so that's really good, and she's feeding well. They're all feeding well, apart from my hoggies at the minute, but yeah, they're all doing fine, so that's great. I just wanted to give you a little update on my and my husband's moving house situation. It was put back by 4 weeks, so we're still here obviously at the moment, but touch wood, on the 24th of November we will hopefully be getting the keys to the house and stuff. So yeah, it's all good, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous, but I am excited about it as well. But with me and my mental health and my anxiety and depression and all the rest of it, it just, I'm always thinking what's going to go wrong, you know. And then, you know, my BPD, borderline personality disorder, comes into play as well and stuff, and I'm just, because for me with that, it's like abandonment issues and stuff, and I just feel like everyone's going to leave me all the time. That's just one of the things that runs through my head, and I think, you know, what if I'm left on my own, what if I can't do this, what if I can't do that, and it's just, this is very stressful. I would say moving is definitely a stressful thing, and everyone knows that, but for someone like myself who's got mental health issues, it just makes it 10 times worse. It's like pouring petrol onto a fire. So I try and keep as upbeat and as positive as I can and stuff, and I am happy to be moving, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's taken a lot out of me, so I just sort of, I'm trying to focus on just getting these videos done, because obviously I'm doing videos for this channel, my snake channel, and I'm also doing videos for my witchy channel, so I'm a bit behind with that, but I'll try and get something sorted. But yeah, so I'm hoping you've enjoyed these past 2 videos and stuff. I know it seems a bit samey, but I'm not like one of these channels that can keep buying snakes and being like, oh wow, look at this, look at that. And you know, I'm not breeding my snakes or anything, so I suppose to a degree, maybe this is me just being a bit down on myself, but I don't know, sometimes I think I'm just a bit boring, and you know, I'm going on about my snakes all the time and stuff, so I don't know. If you've got any video ideas to kind of, I don't know, pep up my channel a bit, then just let me know and stuff in the comment section below. So as I say, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, then please like and subscribe, and when you do subscribe, please hit that bell notification and click all so you get notifications of all my latest videos. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, then as I say, just pop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. But for now, from myself and all my snakies, it is goodbye, and we'll see you in another video very soon. I can't guarantee when that'll be. As I say, my head is everywhere at the moment, the same with the moving. So anyway, but yeah, we'll see you in another video, and thanks very much for watching.